Hello, welcome. Or if you're returning, welcome back. Or if you're new, hello, I'm Al. I go by Dapper Chef on Poshmark and eBay. I'm a full-time foodie, part-time reseller. So I've been a little MIA. Obviously, with the holidays, I kind of wasn't posting anything in the past month. I got back from Florida. I picked up quite a few items down there. That will be in another video, probably the end of the month when I get myself unpacked from that. But today I just went to a Salvation Army and a Goodwill just for some post thrift or technically New Year stuff. So let's get started. We'll just do the first stuff from Goodwill, which is smaller. I think I spent about 30 bucks at Goodwill and about 100 bucks at Salvation Army. So we'll say COGS is like 450, give or take. So first thing from Goodwill, this was coming out a new rack. Usually sunglass cases, they usually price like 99 cents or 99 or 1.99, but they had a price at $3.99. So kind of shaking it. It was just the generic like Amazon case. All I saw was the little generic microfiber cloth, which these I'm just gonna throw out. But the glasses I'm keeping, they're just these Ray-Bans. The only real wear on these is just some scratches on the outside, but they don't really seem that bad. So $4, and I think these are still currently on their site for like $1.98. These are the round metals. They kind of give me very like Beatles vibes, or what's that guy's name? Not Bruno Mars and Benson Boone, whatever his name is. So $4 for $200 pair of sunglasses, not bad. So these I'm keeping. Next guy again at Goodwill. It's nice, kind of oversized, distressed hoodie. I already knew what this was because I've been wanting this, some of their pieces for myself. So this is $6.99. It's 2XL. I liked it because it's like very oversized on me, just for when I'm lounging around or listing. It's 100% organic cotton, which that's kind of why I like this brand. The brand is Elwood, ELWOOD. They're kind of like, if you're familiar with Pact or what's the other brand everyone's talking about right now? Pact and I forget. They're kind of like Pact, but they make more just like kind of trendier streetwear inspired pieces. Double XL. Sadly, there is some grease staining on it. Figure I'll either try getting it out, or I might just bleach it. So those two guys for myself, I believe. The rest we'll go from there. If I say something I'm keeping, I'll note it. Like this one again, I'm keeping $3.99, just a basic men's T-shirt. And this is a kind of a good Bolo brand, I want to say. So it's Mott and Bow. I'm just trying to get more like basic kind of travel pieces, career pieces in a sense. Yeah, Mott and Bow, just 100% cotton, made in Peru. They make jeans. I know their jeans do good, but I don't know how their shirts do. So another thing for myself. And then another thing for myself. So this Goodwill, I got mostly everything. A lot of this trip is more stuff for myself. All I saw was this peeking out. So first of all, this was $5.89. All I saw was this little rating up here, and I knew exactly what brand it was because of that. So just says this shirt is treated with natural peppermint oil. It stays fresh for longer between washes, saving you water, energy, and time. If you kind of know what that saying is, you'll know this brand. It is Pangea, not Patagonia. So Pangea. They make a lot of unisex pieces. They do a lot of like natural fibers and stuff. Yep, 100% organic cotton. Made in Portugal. So nice light blue. I think it kind of looks good. Kind of like underneath like a little blazer if I wanted to or whatnot. And I think kind of brings out my eyes. Blue brings out my eyes even more. So that's all for keeping. I think the rest of the stuff, at least from Goodwill, is for sale. Obviously, $4.19. This I got just based on style. And then I saw the brand. So it's got almost like a puff sleeve with that trendy square V-neck with the back buttons. Little contrasting stripes. And it is frame, like the jeans. So frame, extra small. I think the only reason I really got it, forgot why I picked it up. What the material was good, I believe. Yeah, 100% silk. It's the Nor Multi. So kind of like a basic piece for someone. Kind of gives me like very Beetlejuice vibes. Next guy, $5.89. Little pair of flare, not flare. I don't know, what would you consider these? Kind of like a cut, but all I saw was this on the back pockets. If you know this, you'll know who it is. It is Mother. So Mother has arrived. Mother entered the chat. And these are the Insider Crop Free in Second Chance Wash. They're size 25. So Mother Free. I'm not going to get crazy money because it's colored denim. Even if I list these for 25, they should sell fast. Next guy, $5.89. These got more based on style until I saw what brand it was. So they're these women's kind of wide leg or barrel. I don't know, what would you consider these, like a barrel leg? Carpenter pant. I saw this, so I thought maybe it was going to be Spanx. But instead it was Aritzia or Babaton. Excuse me. So Babaton, size 8. I think this is an older tag maybe, or a new one. I'm not sure. I'm trying not to pick up this brand as much because it hasn't been selling like it used to. But I figure this is more of a trendier style, and it's majority cotton. So that is all from Goodwill. Let's do a quick pause. How was everyone's holiday? How was everyone's New Year's? I know when I got back from my trip, that whole flu has been going around. I know me in my personal life, at work, I think I have like 4 or 5 coworkers that are out. So each day everyone is playing, quote unquote, like pass the ick, pass the sick. So that's kind of why I've been a little MIA with that stuff. But otherwise, I'm doing good. I'm feeling healthy. I'm down some weight, so yay. So now I got to start looking for more fun stuff I can fit into finally. So now let's get into Salvation Army. Next 2 pieces are the same brand, $3.99 each. They had these marked as a large, which maybe like a medium or large. But there's these cool reversible pullover sweatshirts. And sadly, the brand tag and the size tag is missing. But if you know this, you'll know what brand this is. This is Faherty, Faherty, I believe. Yeah, Faherty, if I could spell today. So it's this kind of nice light marl blue color. And then the contrasting stripe on the inside. And this one is pretty much the same, except it's just the reverse colorway. So again, Faherty. I haven't clipped them out to see exactly what size these. There's a size tag inside, but figure they look like a medium, so I'm a lot of them together. Usually my Faherty has been selling faster for me. Next guy, piece I got for myself. These were $4.99. Just this pair of blue and gray plaid kind of pull-on tie-waist shorts. And these are Abercrombie & Fitch, size medium. You can't go wrong with that. I think these would be perfect with that mountain boat t-shirt I just picked up, or even that Pangea, kind of for a transitional piece outfit. So I kind of hit here some of the cool designer, not really designer in a sense, but some cool like mid-tier designer pieces. So first guy, $3.99. This one I'm trying to decide what animal print I'm going to put. I'm going to put probably cow, leopard, cheetah. So I know this is not what they're known for, but kind of a fun conversation piece. This is Parenzo Schuler, PSWL. I think this is kind of like their lower line. So PSLWL, extra small. Made in Portugal again. I think, what is this? 100% cotton. So, if I can't sell it, I'm sure I could consign this. This is probably a good consigning item. Next, guys. Again, $4.99 each. So these are very, like, to me, this screams Y2K. So it's not JC, it's not Jimmy Choo or Juicy Couture, which I wish it was Jimmy Choo. But these are both a size medium. It is just Cavalli, which is like Roberto Cavalli's, Roberto Cavalli's subline. These, I'm not sure if they're men's or women's. I'm going to say they're probably like a woman's just because of the coloring. But they could be men's. I'm going to have to do a little more research. But there's this guy with the angels. Has the velour varsity spell out with the stars. Yeah, I'm going to say this is more of a men's. Let me know what you guys think with that one. And then there's one, there's two. And this one is medium as size large. This one's kind of cool. It's kind of like a record, so not bad. Next guy, $6.99. This I got based on style before I saw the brand. So I saw this. I was like, oh, that's kind of a fun, pretty green color, perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Has these nice, like, substantial buttons with the placket. This is, I don't know if you know this word, but this is like a placket whenever buttons are laying on something. So before I saw the brand, I said, okay, that's going to be quality because most companies, especially if it's a cheap company, they wouldn't do this extra work, lining the button. So I went to look for the brand, the label. It is 100% wool, fabric made in Italy, or made in Italy, not fabric made in Italy, and it's Cezanne. So bam. Extra small. I've never seen a Cezanne piece like this in a sense where it's letter sizing. I've only seen them doing the French sizing. So I don't know if it is a newer tag for them or is this just certain pieces that they do that kind of stuff. But very good quality. Very, very nice, stylish. I can see like this is a good transitional piece. Next guy, $6.99. Shout out Jack and Ryan for this brand. I grabbed this because it was next to that Cezanne sweater. Felt like good quality. It's wool and cashmere. And it is me and M, or me plus M, whatever you want to say. It's kind of nice, basic color block. I'm almost going to say base layer. As far as I can see, there's no holes or anything wrong with it besides just the brand tag coming undone. So that was a good one. Next guy, piece I'm gonna try them on, otherwise I'm gonna sell them. I have the Patagonia version of these. So they're just marine layer, which I know doesn't sell like it used to. Marine layer, size 33. These I think are from summer 2021. Trying to see, what are they? About 97% cotton. I forgot what kind of pockets you call this style. Slot pockets. Let me know if you guys remember what style of the pockets these are called. So a good item for myself. Another thing I got for myself, which is funny because I've been eyeing this bag for my personal collection. I never wanted to spend $128 normally for this brand. This was only $3.99. So if you know this logo, this P logo, you'll know what it is. I think I find this brand a lot here because they started out in Chicago, so maybe that's why I find it. And then show you what brand it is. It is Public Rec. Public Rec. REC. Not Public Record. Don't get it confused with Public Record. Public Record is like one of those Burlington brands. Public Rec is its own separate brand. I'm not 100% sure if they do women's too, but I know I've only seen the men's. But this is a good travel backpack for me. All the good pockets for sunglasses, whatnot. Very sleek, very modern looking. It's like new on the inside. I think the only thing that's wrong with it is one of the zippers is missing one of the little doodads. Yes, that's a word, doodad. But to me it doesn't matter because I'm still going to use it anyway. Next guy. These were $9.94, but I believe this was one of the half-off colors. So all I saw was this. And if you know what this is, you'll probably know this brand. This one is probably like a very unassuming brand for most people if you don't know. You know, the bottom's a little worn, distressed looking, nice white leather sneaker with the green accents. These I'm thinking are women's just because of the colorway. Sorry, I gotta take it off the tag. The sticker, I hate when stores put that right on the leather. Yeah, just the basic wear and tear. So this brand, let you take one guess before I say it is. It is Common Projects. So with them is what's kind of cool about them. So their thing is these are coordinates, but they translate to what the item is. So this is the style of the sneaker. This is the size. Then this is a colorway. So they're size 40, which I think this is probably like a woman's sizing. Yeah, woman's sizing, because I'm usually like a 43 in Italian sizing. So this would be like a 40. So a European 40 for women is like a 10. These just fit me. So that's why I'm going to say they're like a woman's size. Well, yeah, I know they're a little beat up. But even in this condition, I've sold these before for at least $100. So this is a really good bolo. So again, Common Projects. You're going to find this with them. They really don't do a lot of branding on there anywhere besides that. So pay attention. If you ever see that, look it up. What you want to do though first is make sure you type this in to make sure it matches. Because this brand is faked, surprisingly. And the other thing to tell for this, I don't know if you can hear it, but you want to see it's actually etched in and stamped, not just marked. Because I have gotten a few fakes off online. So size 40 for those. Next guy, I'm probably just going to keep for myself. This was $14.99, but again, a half off one. This I liked because it was just kind of a cooler piece. It's like a wool blend. Nice little pullover. Quarter snap, not a quarter zip, quarter snap, which I think that trend is going away. So you're going to see a lot more people dressing like the 2016s, based on what I can see. But this looks like a newer piece from them. It's Outdoor Voices, size medium. Almost like a boucle wool. I think this is like a wool blend based on what I see. Yeah, 63% wool and then nylon. Next guy, $3.99. This I got is a kind of quirky. Just Andy Warhol, but it's a Calvin Klein collab. So what I first saw sticking out the rack was Calvin Klein jeans like this. And I thought this was going to be the crazy expensive one. If you know the Calvin Klein label I'm talking about, it's like Calvin Klein, and it just has an address. That's a huge bolo. That's like their designer high-end line. But this is Calvin Klein with Andy Warhol, little woman's long sleeve, extra small. This kind of looked like a very sought-after collab. I couldn't find much online as far as comps for it. But I know some people have some of these sweatshirts and stuff up for crazy money. Next guy, $4.99. Again, one and a half off colors. These I got for myself. They're kind of like a dupe for the Lululemon shorts. I like these because they're online. And these are YPB, Your Personal Best, which if you didn't know, that's Abercrombie's in-house athletic wear line. I know I have sold some of their stuff before, but, you know, camo, can't go wrong with camo. I think these are men's. Until I try them on, we'll find out. I think they're men's just because the pockets are a little deeper. Oh, look, I get a free receipt in there. So, size medium. Again, YPB, so you'll see this logo. I'm thinking these are men's. If they're not men's, I'll list them, or if I don't like the way they fit. Next piece I got more based on style. So $3.99. So it's this boxy, kind of oversized, lagging looking, minimalist, whatever you want to say, striped t-shirt with this contrasting striped pocket. The brand looked like it was semi-good as far as what I can see, but it was a European brand. So the brand is Circolo, 1901. And I think it has good fabric. Yeah, so 97% cotton, made in Romania. What made me kind of look it up though was because of this. These are usually, it's like a small batch company. So I don't know if it's a men's or a women's. I want to say this is more like a woman's. Because I know, I don't know if you guys know the trick how to tell if it's a pocket t-shirt is a men's or a women's based on what side the pocket is on. Because I know a lot of men's like button downs and women's button downs. You can tell men's buttons are on the right, and women's are on the left. I don't know if it's the same for t-shirts, so we shall see. Next guy, $4.99. This I thought was going to be Viore or some other kind of brand. To my surprise, it's even better. If you know this dog, you'll know what it is. It is Roback, R-H-O-B-A-C-K, size medium. These I might keep for myself because I think I've only found Roback twice. I just kind of like these. There's a good alternative to the Viore, I forgot what they're called, the Viore Sunday or joggers. I like these because they're nice light gray color, kind of dressy in a sense. I might keep those. If not, I'll sell them. This I'm definitely keeping for myself because there's a little flaw I noticed. And so I've been wanting a kind of like a nicer, solid cardigan in a sense, if you want to say. Because I know men don't wear enough cardigans. I love wearing my cardigan this time of year if it's kind of warmer, like right now in Chicago we're like 35, which is rare because usually we're in like the below zeros or close to zeros. So nice wool blend. I don't know if it's a wool blend. I'm guessing it's wool. But kind of cool pockets. The brand is Taylor Stitch, not Taylor Swift, but Taylor Stitch. This is a very good Bolo brand if you're trying to learn some men's stuff. I think they make women's too, based on what I can see from some pieces. But what's cool about them, what you want to look for, where they kind of do something funny with their stuff. Yep, this is 100% extra fine merino wool. What's kind of funny on their material tag, it just says this one is for the feds. Rip me out. So it's a 42. So a lot of their pieces, they do a lot of like suiting sizes. So 42 is roughly translates to like a large. So there's a kind of good hint to tell if it's something to look up. They do have their own size chart. I think 42 fits like a large, like a slim large to me. So a nice combo. I can kind of wear that with a lot of stuff I picked up today for myself. And I think what's left, just two pieces. And they're both kind of designer. Now this one was $3.99. They had this in the sweater section, but I know it's a sweater dress. I know this brand is not as popular, doesn't sell like it used to. But I kind of liked it because it was like an off kilter. It's 100% cotton. Not off kilter. What's the word I'm looking for? It's a little off centered. Or a little, almost like a shark tooth hem. Nice little French terry almost feeling. It is 3.1 Phillip limb. This one I think might be one of their newer labels. So extra small. This one is definitely a consigning item if comps don't say otherwise. And the last piece, $5.99. Kind of the same area as a Cezanne sweater. It's this nice wool, cable knit Irish knit, I want to say. I don't know what keywords you would use. I'd use like cottage, heritage. Anytime I see like these kind of knots, I always do heritage, and it has been selling. So, $5.99. This is 100% merino wool, and it's marked by Marc Jacobs, which you know is a lower line, but still very good quality. I like the color on this. It's kind of like a burgundy brown. Extra small, super soft, super cozy. So can't go wrong with that. Otherwise, that is everything I picked up today. I'm probably going to do a couple more thrift hauls next couple days, so get ready for some of that stuff. I think I'm finally going to pull the plug and do a thrift with me. I just want some ideas on what you guys think, how I should do it. Would you prefer me to do small little clips, or should I just do one big random, not random, you know what I mean? Like a big random whole thrift haul in a sense, where I'm doing all the stuff in the stores. So otherwise, I will see you guys later. Let me know what you think of all the pieces I found. What was your favorite? Is there anything you would not have picked up? For me, I think this was a really good haul for myself. Not only for selling stuff, but for personal closet. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And thank you, and have a blessed one. Bye.